How are things with you? What's going on there?
Basically, we are now in Faliraki. We escaped the fires in Janadi. So we're safe right now, but we wasn't safe a few days ago.
What happened a few days ago? Just talk me through your experience.
So basically, we arrived on the island last Wednesday, and I had no idea that these fires had already started on Tuesday. I hadn't watched the news, so I didn't have any idea about it. When we landed, we was on the coach, and my husband said, well, he didn't say to me actually, he saw out the window fires, but he didn't say anything to me because he didn't want to panic me. And also he thought we're going away from them, so we should be fine. It was fine for the first day, and then on, I think it was Friday evening, we went for dinner, and it was really, really hot. But it didn't seem like it was hot just from the heat. It was like it was something else. And we looked up, and there was all smoke in the sky. And I'd asked the staff, you know, is everything okay? And they said, yeah, everything's fine, don't worry. And then the next day, there was more smoke in the sky, and it was becoming bigger and bigger. And around the corner of our hotel was a hill where you could just see there was just loads of smoke. There was planes coming in, watering everything down, but it just wasn't going away. And then flames just started to come. And the flames then started to come over the hill towards where we were.
That must have been tremendously scary.
It was so scary. Like, my husband saw it at first. I was around the corner on the sun lounger, and he said to me, as soon as I saw the flames come over, I knew I had to come and tell you, because everyone was about to start panicking, and you would have panicked as well. And actually that morning we packed our bags because I had a gut instinct that something wasn't right from the day before. The staff were, you know, they kept going around that corner looking at the smoke, and they were on their phones, and I just felt really uneasy about the whole situation. So we packed all of our stuff, and I said to him, we'll be ready to leave if we need to. And then when we saw that fire come over the hill, that was it. We went back to our room, got all our things, went to the front gate, and by that time there was just loads of people. There was people that had been dropped off to our hotel. I think they said it was 5,000 people from the hotels on the hill. They'd been dropped to ours, so it was carnage in our hotel. There was no electricity, we couldn't get anything to eat, we couldn't get anything to drink. And then one of the managers that I'd been asking for, you know, a few days, is everything okay? Are we safe here? He looked at me and said, do you want to leave? And I said, yes, now. And the army was there. They took us in a truck with 4 other British people, and those people had walked 3 miles from the hotel that was on the hill that was actually on fire whilst they was in the hotel being told, everything's fine, don't worry, just stay where you are.
Seems bizarre.
Escaped. Oh, honestly, it was actually surreal. Like, being in the back of that truck, it was pitch black dark by this time, and all you could see in the distance was just orange, just going across for like 10 miles, and it was just so scary. And there was children running, people running, just thousands of people like waving the truck down, trying to get us to stop, but it was just crazy. And then we got to the hotel, which we were told was right at the end of the island, so we were literally moved to the end of the island, put in this hotel.
How far away was the other hotel roughly?
It was 30 kilometres.
You must be glad to have a good distance between you and the fire.
Yeah, so we thought, okay, you know, at least we're away from it, but we had to sleep on the beach because there was just nowhere for us to sleep. Obviously, we didn't have a room, and there was our hotel, the people that were in that hotel, and the 5,000 people that they'd transferred from the other hotel. So there was around 8,000 to 9,000 people in this one hotel. And obviously, you know, going through my mind, I was thinking, if we have to escape, there's a lot of people here. You know, what are we going to do? How are we going to get out of here? So we decided to stay on the beach in case the fire came towards us, because basically they said to us, you are now at the end of the island, so if this fire comes here, the sea is the only other place that you can go.
Goodness me. I mean, this is Lucy, this is the complete opposite of a dream honeymoon.
Yeah. most definitely. I didn't expect, obviously we didn't expect this, you know, and like I said, I had no clue about these fires, and had I known about them, I may have made a choice to perhaps, you know, go somewhere else on our honeymoon, and you know, obviously we didn't know how out of control this,
of course.
This whole thing.
When did you actually get married then?
We got married on the 21st of May.
Right, so you delayed the honeymoon a little bit to wait until the summer.
Yeah.
So how long are you going to be on Rhodes now then? What are you going to, how much longer are you going to stay?
We're due to fly home on Wednesday. We went to the airport yesterday. So basically, yesterday in the morning, we came off the beach. Well, I didn't even sleep. I couldn't sleep. I was just watching the fire in the distance, just getting completely out of control.
You're on the beach and meant to kind of just exist there. I mean, what about things like toilets? What about things like showers? I mean, could you go into the hotel? Could you use facilities there?
Yeah, we could go into the hotel, but basically just use the toilet. Like I said, there was no food. We hadn't eaten since 12 o'clock that day. There was no food. There was literally no water. Like they were giving us tap water, and obviously the tap water here, it's not great.
You wouldn't feel 100% confident. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, we just kind of felt abandoned. There was no one from our tour operator around to reassure us or let us know what was going on. So in the morning, we was trying to get away from the hotel. You know, every time a bus pulled up, you know, there would be a bus here and there, like a 10-seater. We'd try and get on it, couldn't get on it. Try and get someone, like locals were coming. We were saying, my husband was saying, I'll pay you anything, please, just help us get to the airport. And everyone was saying no, which is understandable. You know, they've got families to think about, etc. And then my husband managed to find a couple that were staying in a hotel that were on their way to the north, and he begged them to take us with them, and we squashed it into this tiny little car. I had to leave my luggage because my case wouldn't fit in the car, but I was just desperate to get to safety, because by that time the fire had started up again in the morning. There was ash falling out of the sky. We had ash all over us. It was just, we knew this was a bad situation, and it was us that helped ourselves get out of it. There was no one else that was going to help us out of this situation.
You must feel very, very frustrated, alarmed, annoyed with your tour operator. What contact have you had with them? What contact are you going to have with them? What are you going to say to them?
So basically, they, you know, sent a message in the app just saying we're sorry for the inconvenience, which to me was just totally shocking, because, you know, an inconvenience to me would be a delay or something.
Yeah, exactly. It's a bit more than an inconvenience.
Of a wildfire. They called me yesterday to check on my welfare, and obviously I gave them a piece of my mind, because, you know, it was too little too late. We needed someone there and then to
Yes.
reassure us or to guide us what to do, and they just weren't there. But yeah, we will be pressing forward with things with them, because I'm just not happy with, you know, how everything's been handled by them. They haven't got us a flight. We went to the airport on Sunday. We said, we want to go home. They said that you can't, there's no flights. I mean, I looked at other, to book another flight, but everything was sold out. And they basically, the lady who I spoke to yesterday, she said to me, oh, you'll either be going home tomorrow or Tuesday. And I've had zero contact with them.
So as far as you know, you should be coming back on Wednesday, is that right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
okay.
as far as we know.
Lucy, I wish you well.